You're getting tons of views, clicks, and visits, but barely any sales. Sound familiar? What if I told you there's a map that could transform those random strangers into loyal customers? Stick around because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to create a customer journey map that could change everything. And the best part, with this tutorial and our free ebook guide, you won't need weeks to do your customer journey mapping. So let's dive in. Hi there, I'm Erin, and today I'm going to explain to you what a customer journey map is, why you need it, and most importantly, how to create one for your business. But before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of our videos. So first, what is a customer journey map? It's a visualization of the steps your customer takes, starting with brand discovery, then building trust, and eventually making a purchase. Think of it this way. Every purchase is like reaching the peak of a mountain. Your visitors can't just magically teleport there. They need a well-marked route. The customer journey map is that route. It outlines every point your customer needs to pass through to reach the final goal. In practical terms, it breaks down all the touch points, those moments of interaction between your brand and your customer, into clear, actionable stages. By mapping these out, you'll not only understand the customer lifecycle better, but also spot areas where you can improve their experience and help more customers successfully complete their journey. Now, if you're a small business owner, this might sound a bit overwhelming. How do you even begin to define your customer's journey if you're only starting out? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We've put together a comprehensive guide to help small business owners like you identify your customer's journey in a way that's simple and stress-free. You'll find the link to the guide in the description below. Why should you use a customer journey map? Let's be real. Understanding your customers is everything. A customer journey map isn't just a fancy chart. It's a tool that helps you see the bigger picture of how people experience your brand. And here's the exciting part. It gives you actionable insights to boost engagement, improve customer service, and most importantly, increase conversions. Here's how it helps. Clarity. It shows what's working in your current journey and where you should focus your time, budget, and energy for the best results. Problem solving. It pinpoints gaps or pain points holding your customers back so you can remove friction and create a smoother experience. Innovation. It opens up opportunities for fresh, bold ideas to reimagine how customers interact with your brand. But here's the thing. Most people think the customer journey is just the obvious stuff, like website visits and clicks or social media comments. That's only part of the story. A big chunk of the customer journey happens behind the scenes in moments you don't see, but that are just as critical, like a customer reading reviews late at night or abandoning their cart over unclear shipping costs, or asking a friend about your brand but struggling to find your contact info. A customer journey map can help you bring those invisible moments to light. But how to create it? Set clear objectives for your map. Before you create anything, and I mean anything for your business, you need a goal. So instead of jumping into research or brainstorming for your customer journey map, first decide, what do you want your map to accomplish? Which customers are you targeting? What types of experiences do you want to highlight? For example, are you trying to increase online sales or improve customer retention? Whatever your goal, make sure it aligns with your overall company objectives. And here's a key step many people skip. Define metrics to track your progress. Goals without measurable standards are just wishful thinking. For example, if your goal is to increase sales, track metrics like the number of visitors who complete a purchase or how many people click add to cart but don't finish the checkout process. Not sure which metrics to track? Watch our video on the most important digital marketing metrics to learn how to use real data to hit your goals. Do your research. A great customer journey map starts with real data. Without it, you're just guessing, and your customers might never reach that mountain peak. Focus on collecting both quantitative data, like stats and numbers, and qualitative data, like customer opinions and experiences. Here's where to start. Use existing data. Dive into your website and social media analytics, customer support logs, and consult those people on your team who frequently interact with your clients and audience. Talk to your customers. Conduct interviews, send out surveys, or even ask questions directly on social media. Eavesdrop on the conversation. Check Reddit threads, Quora discussions, Facebook groups, and posts with your branded hashtags. Also, see what competitors are doing in those spaces. As you gather this data, focus on key questions like, How do customers first discover your brand? When and why do they make or cancel purchases? How easy is your website or product to use? What problems does your brand solve or fail to solve? Define your buyer persona. Knowing who your customers are is essential. This is why you need a buyer persona. Think of it as a detailed profile of your ideal customer, built using the data you gathered in your research. If you don't already have strong personas, or if you need to update them, start by gathering insights through surveys, interviews, testimonials, reviews, or feedback from your customer support team. These teams often know the pain points that make customers fall off during their journey. The more specific you get about your customers' demographics, challenges, and desires, the more useful your journey map will be. A typical buyer persona might include age, gender, education level, geographic location, income level, job title, and challenges faced. For example, let's say your ideal customer is a busy professional in their 30s who struggles with finding time to shop. Knowing this, you can design a customer journey that emphasizes convenience, like offering quick checkout options or mobile-friendly navigation. By defining your ideal client, you not only understand who your audience is, but also create a journey map that caters perfectly to their needs and solves their pain points. Identify your customer touchpoints. Now that you know your audience and have the data, it's time to find where your customers meet your brand. These are your customer touchpoints. They make up the moments of interaction between your customers and your business, and they can take many forms. Why are touchpoints so important? Each touchpoint is a chance for customers to form an opinion about your business, making them critical to the overall journey. By identifying the key touchpoints in your customer journey, you'll find out where to focus your efforts for the most impact. Some of the touchpoints to consider include digital ads, social media interactions, in-person conversations, company events, product ratings and reviews, point-of-sale experiences, follow-up emails, customer service tickets, and transactional emails. But don't stop at the obvious ones. Touchpoints can also include indirect interactions, like third-party reviews of your product or mentioning your brand on social media. Every touchpoint, whether direct or indirect, has the power to shape the customer's journey, so include as many as possible on your map. Once you've identified your touchpoints, think about how each one impacts the overall journey. Are there gaps where customers lose interest? Are there moments where you could create a better experience? These insights will guide you as you optimize the journey. Define the stages of the customer journey. Having mapped your goals, buyer personas, and touchpoints, it's time to make sense of all this data by assigning it to the key stages of your customer journey. This process helps you organize the journey and understand the emotions, pain points, and thoughts customers have at each step. But note one thing, the customer journey isn't always a smooth, linear process. Customers can bounce back and forth between stages, revisiting certain touchpoints or even skipping over others altogether. Understanding this helps you design a journey that accounts for these fluctuations and guides customers no matter where they are in the process. Stage 1, awareness. At this initial stage, customers may either recognize they have a problem and are actively seeking a solution, or they may not yet realize they have a problem at all. Your role is to make them aware of the issue and show how your product can effectively address their needs. So here you need to make sure to capture the attention of your audience and highlight their pain point. Since customers at this stage may not even know they have a problem or that a solution exists, your job is to create awareness. Do so by offering helpful content that not only educates them about their needs, but also offers relief. By addressing their pain points in a clear, relatable way, you'll position your brand as a trusted solution. Stage 2, consideration. Once customers understand their problem, they move into the consideration stage, where they compare options to see which solution is best for them. This stage is messy, as customers often bounce back and forth between options before deciding. Your goal is to differentiate your brand and show how your solution stands out. So make sure to communicate your key value propositions. At this point, customers may feel uncertain or overloaded with choices. Google's messy middle research shows that online shoppers tend to flip-flop between multiple touchpoints, doing additional research or reconsidering their options before moving forward. To address this, make sure your brand provides reassurance at every touchpoint, whether it's offering in-depth comparisons, highlighting testimonials, or showing clear benefits. Your job is to make their decision easier and less stressful. I've linked the messy middle research in the description below, so check it out if you'd like to learn how you can help customers navigate the chaos of choices. Stage 3, decision. At this stage, the customer has narrowed down their options and is ready to make a purchase or commitment. This is the critical moment where they need to feel confident about their decision. To make this happen, you need to ensure the purchase process is as smooth and easy as possible. Customers may still have doubts or anxiety about making the wrong choice. At this point, social proof with customer testimonials is essential. Also, think about encouraging your leads to take action at this stage by adding special promo codes, sales, free shipping, and more. Remember to ease your customers' concerns by offering guarantees, clear pricing, and an easy checkout process. The easier you make the purchase, the better the chances they'll convert. If you're running an online business, this decision usually happens on your website. So it's crucial that your site is fast, secure, and easy to navigate. If you haven't already, check out our expert video guides on optimizing and securing your website. I've linked them in the description below. Stage 4, retention. Your customer's journey doesn't just end when they make a purchase. Statistics show that acquiring a new customer can cost 5 to 25 times more than retaining an existing customer. So it's really important to ensure customers have a positive experience so they continue to come back for more. To do that, you need to provide excellent customer support and create loyalty programs to keep customers engaged. Even after a successful purchase, customers can feel uncertain about product usage or need additional support. Offering proactive customer service, clear communication, and loyalty perks will help alleviate these pain points and build long-term relationships. And don't forget to ask them for their opinions, as there's no better way to build a relationship than committing to your client's feedback. Map the customer journey. Now that you've got everything ready, your goals, buyer personas, touch points, stages, it's time to bring it all together and map out the customer journey. Start by drafting your map. You can do this by hand for a quick overview, or you can use online visualization tools for a more polished, detailed graphic. The goal is to create a clear picture of the customer experience step by step. Some of the tools you can use are Lucidchart and FigJam. Lucidchart even has templates for customer journey mapping. And at FigJam, you can lean on their AI assistant to build a good first draft of visualization. Give it a try. Test your journey. Okay, you might be eager to wrap this process up, but how can you be sure your map is spot on without testing it? Take the journey yourself. Does it feel confusing anywhere? Are there distractions that could be cleared up? Make note of these pain points, then have someone else try it out. After a few tests, compare notes and identify areas that need tweaking. Update your map regularly. Customer journeys evolve, so your map should too. Don't just let it collect dust on a shelf somewhere. As you dig into your data, look for areas to improve, whether that's modifying calls to action or clarifying product descriptions. You should stay on top of the metrics you've already set and do regular updates, monthly or quarterly, to help ensure your map stays relevant and effective. And that's that. Now that you've got these 9 steps under your belt, you're ready to create a customer journey map that actually helps you connect with your audience. Oh, and don't forget to grab our free guide for small business owners linked below. It'll make identifying your customer's journey way easier. Before you head out, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a new video from us. Catch you soon.